The other day in the news, I saw that a town's water supply system had been contaminated and that the city had advised everyone to purify their water. I've talked about this before, but I want to re-emphasize it because you never know when your water supply could be disrupted. For example, it could be a hurricane, a tornado, or some type of natural disaster. It could be a disruption in the well water reaching the tower, or it could be contamination. But nevertheless, this is a risk and something that you may have to deal with. So I want to re-emphasize the fact that if you have a water supply disruption, the best way to sterilize or purify that water is to bring it to a boil. And the recommendation by the Department of Water and other experts out there is to boil that water for 1 minute if you're under 6,500 feet in elevation, and to boil it for 3 minutes if you're over 6,500 feet. Now, fortunately for the city that had a contamination issue, within a week it was all fixed and they were able to resume their city water and normal life. But for that week, they had to boil their water to make it ready to drink. There are other options such as chlorine, iodine, and so on. But as I've said before, and I'll say again, chlorine and iodine have lost some effectiveness against Giardia and really aren't very effective for the cryptosporidiums. So your best bet is to boil the water and treat it so that it can become drinkable without the potential risk of causing problems. Again, we can never tell when a life essential might be disrupted and become a big problem in our day-to-day life. In this example, I'm talking about water and realizing that without water, you're not going to live very long, maybe 2 to 4 to 5 days, depending upon how hydrated you are when the situation starts and what you're doing during the event. So if this were to happen to you or your city, remember, bring it to a boil. 1 minute under 6,500, 3 minutes over 6,500, and then you'd consider it safe to drink. This is Greg Davenport, just spending a minute talking about what to do should your water supply be disrupted. You all take care of yourself and stay safe.